Hi guys, so in this video I wanted to show you 10 things that you should know about Russia. People don't smile. Metro is the saddest place in Russia. If you go like between the trains and you meet somebody, you have an eye contact with someone, this person will never smile to you. And if you smile back, they will just think that you're an idiot. People don't smile not because they don't like you, but generally just because they don't care. And what I mean by not care is that people don't pretend. So that in the most European countries and the States, generally people smile, and it is actually really nice to get a smile from a stranger, but in the meantime, you know that this stranger doesn't give a damn about you and your life. And here, people are just on the streets. People are a bit more genuine in their expression of their feelings. There is a whole cluster in the society that consists of people that still believe in socialism and communism ideas, and they are so attached to Lenin and Stalin, and they still think that that's how Russia should develop. They still vote for the KPRF party that represents the ideas of communism, and they really do believe at their heart that this is how the future of Russia should like. So this represents the fact of how deeply the ideology that was in the Soviet Union was stuck into the minds of people. You can't survive winter. Winter here is a real deal. It's like minus 30 degrees outside, and if you don't want to die there, you have to wear like tons of clothes, and fur is really preferable. Basically, I feel like a revenant, like Leonardo DiCaprio every day in this movie because of the weather. And actually, you won't even survive not only winter, but actually also spring and autumn. It's April and we still have snow, so that's like the worst thing for me personally. Well, the other thing about Russia is that girls do like to go fancy. It's not like we go to the shops wearing heels and furs, but if we go out, we do like to do our makeup and hair and style and everything. So this is what Russian girls do. That's one stereotype that is actually true. How you speak is important. You can get anything what you want if you have money and if you know how to speak to people, because the inequality is really high and corruption is also really high. People are not that law abiding. In Moscow, you can always enrich yourself culturally, immerse yourself in history. There is like an enormous amount of museums, theaters, and historical building exhibitions. I mean, it's kind of the same in New York in terms of opportunities and in other major cities, but here Moscow has a really long history. It's a really historical town, and you can just explore it. People do drink a lot. I've heard that English people also drink a lot, but I don't really have many English friends. But here in Russia, it's viral. Like, people drink and they drink vodka and they do it like enormous amounts of drinks, and that's why women usually are live longer than men. People like to visit each other and go to each other houses and like drink tea and talk, And I thought that's like what everyone does in the world. But when I talked to my grandma, she said like in Spain, people don't do that. They do that if they celebrate something or just on a special occasion. But here in Moscow, like I can go to my friend's house and like drink tea like once or twice per week, and it's considered totally normal, and that's I feel like is a part of the Russian culture. Traffic jams in Moscow are terrible. I even heard that they are much worse than in New York. You can, from one part to the other part of the city, if you are stuck in traffic, it can take you up to 5 hours. So to conclude, overall, I can say that Russia is a city of contrasts, basically, and it's very different from anything that you have seen before, in my opinion. There is some norms and customs that may seem absurd, but then when you follow them, you actually enjoy them. So overall, thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked this video, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!